So this person here says, hey man, would love a video response to this question. Why do you think Woodstock 99 was so different and catastrophic than Woodstock 69? I know you're a music lover and blah, 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 blah. I don't know that I would define Woodstock 99 as catastrophic. Different, for sure, obviously. What makes the two events different? Well, a bunch of different things make the two events different. First and foremost, they were held in different times, right? I mean, decades apart. So you have a completely different mindset and a completely different society and a completely different world in 1999 than you did in 1969. The music, obviously, is what made it different. Music genres evolve and change, and new music genres get created, and what you saw in Woodstock 99 was the music of its time, as opposed to what you saw in Woodstock 1969, which was the music of its time. But I think the biggest thing that makes the two of them different is the manner in which they were put on and they developed. So in 1969, they were looking to have a music festival, and they were looking to have a bunch of people, and then we're gonna listen to music and take some drugs and sit in the field and just love on each other and see what happens. And the event that became Woodstock grew out of that beyond the controls of anybody that originally set it up, beyond what anybody originally expected. It was this sort of organic thing where people were just like, hey man, I heard about this music festival about peace and love and music, and we got to try and get to it. And 500,000 people showed up and lived together communally for 3 days. And it sort of just happened, if that makes sense. Whereas in 1999, they were trying to recreate that, okay? And I think that therein lies the problem. When you're trying to do something for shock value, for headlines, for historical purposes, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when things happen naturally and organically, they tend to be those history-making events. So in the world of music, in my opinion, this may be an incorrect opinion, but the two most consequential concerts to ever exist, to ever be put on, are Woodstock and the Beatles' last performance up on the rooftop. And what is the same thing, what are the same traits that both of them have? They were both planned, but what came out of them was an organic response that wasn't expected, right? In Woodstock in 1969, 500,000 people showed up to practice peace, love, and happiness, right? They didn't expect 500,000 people, and if 500,000 people showed up, think of how many people tried to make it but didn't. If everybody that tried to actually get in a car, get on a bus, hitchhike, whatever the case may be, if everybody that tried to get to Woodstock got to Woodstock, Lord only knows how much bigger it would have been. And all the Beatles were trying to do was just give one last kind of farewell. Let's go up to the roof and give one last farewell, and look what came about, right? All of this historical moment in time where the people on the streets of that city stopped and witnessed history in the making. I think when you're a little more improvised and when you're a little more shooting from the hip kind of thing, magic happens. When you're forcing it, when you're trying, it oftentimes doesn't work.